Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be continuing our art challenge of making art every single day this month. I'm making a final piece of artwork for every day in October. I'm doing an art challenge called Peachtober, where an artist called Furry Little Peach releases a prompt list of words for the entire month of October, and you have to come up with an idea based on that inspiration word. I'll put the photo up here with the full prompt list. I do recommend going over to her channel because it's much better explained over there. The reason why I chose to do Peachtober is because I really like illustration, so it's kind of more geared towards an illustrative community, but you can make whatever you want. There's no boundaries really. There are other October art challenges happening every year and right now, such as Inktober, and I'm sure many other artists release other prompt lists. So you should go ahead and have a look and see if there's one that you find really interesting that calls to you. Don't forget that it's not too late to do Peachtober or any kind of art challenge. So if you want, you can just join from today. If you watched my last video, I have already completed days 1 to 3. If you haven't watched it, I would go ahead and click this link and just catch up. But basically in that video, I dive straight into coming up with ideas and sketching things for the coming days. So I tried to get as many sketches out as I could. And then I completed days 1 to 3 with you in that video. Today will be a continuation, so I'm going to go from day 4, I believe, to day 12, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, but you'll find out in a sec. And this week was not short of challenges. Let me tell you, life kind of knew that I was doing an art challenge, and I had a trip to accident and emergency. I had all the electricity cut out in my bathroom. I had my husband gets sick, so there were all these different challenges whilst I'm working and living normal life. So it made it an eventful week for sure. I do recommend you grabbing yourself a drink because we complete a lot of days in this video. Grab yourself your favorite drink, like a tea or a nice coffee, and your sketchbook, or maybe you're working on your Peachtober prompt today. So grab all of that. Maybe grab your colouring book or your crocheting, whatever floats your boat today, and we'll jump on into the video. I hope you really enjoy it. Okay guys, so we're on day 4 of Peachtober. If you watched my last video, you know I've done days 1 to 3 already, and now I've caught up in real time, and today is actually the 4th of October and I haven't done day 4 yet. I do have a plan, so here is my square. The prompt for today is gingham, and I did this before Peachtober. It's just the inside of my Moleskine, and basically, not that I remember what pencils I used, but I want to replicate this on here. I'll have to make the pattern smaller, but that's kind of the idea. And I might do something in the middle. I was thinking a flower, but I'm not quite sure yet. The main focus will be to get the gingham going. So what I'm going to do now is get my pencils and try to figure out what pencils I use to create this. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was these 4 pencils. So I'm going to go ahead and create the gingham now. Okay, I think I'm done, so it's time to remove the tape. Let's see how this tape performs compared to the one I've used the last few days. This is a different washi tape. I bought it in Japan, in Muji. So let's see. Oh. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. This is how my gingham turned out. Entry for day 4. It's slightly different because of the paper difference. So this is cream paper that is smooth, and this is watercolor paper that is slightly textured and bright white. So the results are not the same. I prefer this creaminess and blendedness to this. However, I still like this. I kind of want to do this one again in watercolor, because my initial idea was actually to do this and then to collage a flower to the middle. For some reason in my head I was thinking that's cheating to collage, but lots of people do collage for this challenge anyway, and I make collage and love collage, so it's nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest. But because of time constraints, it is the next day. I am on day 5 as we speak, haven't made it, so I have to make it. It would make more sense to just carry on, but there is a nagging feeling of I want to do this one again in watercolor, in my Japanese watercolors, and to do the collage flower in the middle and see how I like that. I am going to do that second or third if I have time, and if I run out of steam or not. Today is Sunday. I do have to prepare for work tomorrow. I'm working in Hertfordshire all day. My husband is unwell, so I'm doing stuff around the house and taking care of us. So it all depends on how we play it out, how the day plays out. Let me show you what my idea is for day 5, and the prompt is poppy. So here is an old sketchbook from 2023. What really shocked me was my sketchbook tour that I did of this tiny sketchbook got 3,000 views. It basically went viral, kind of blew up for a channel the size of mine. So that is shocking to me, basically. So thanks to everyone who watched that. I think it did well because, I don't think because of my ability, but just because of my enthusiasm. And a lot of people left comments and they were saying that they could see a fast progression, basically, which is interesting to hear from outside eyes, from eyes other than my own. So I was thinking for day 4 we could do, or I could do, this kind of poppy look, because I really loved this. I really loved this, and I really love this orange gouache that I have. That is actually Winsor & Newton, I believe. And then the rest was just layered pencil, and I really love the texture of the pencil. I really love pencil. I don't think people love pencil as much as me. Perhaps I should have painted the background. I don't really know. Anyway, let me not fret on this. See how I'm still thinking about this. So let's go ahead and do a kind of recreation of this. There are different types of poppies, guys. Not just red, but there are yellow ones called California poppies. And there are orange ones too. So I'm going to go for this. And I guess I could just literally do that. I mean, I can't trace it. I do have tracing paper, but I don't think I'm going to be that pedantic about it. I'm just going to make a recreation. I just need to see what actually fits because it's a square format. Now, I guess I could shrink the flowers. That might work. Maybe do 3. So like 1, 2. So have these 2 and then have this one. Maybe this one if I move it up a bit more, or maybe just the 1. So maybe just have 3 like that. But I'm thinking of scaling them down a bit. So let's see how that turns out. This is the gouache that I used. It's cadmium orange. I believe it was £13. I got it from, I don't remember what the art shop is called, but there it is featured in one of my videos. I think my very first video on this channel. I think it's called the Great Art Shop or something on Kingsland Road. And I got it for my birthday a few years ago from my husband. And honestly, it is so pigmented. It's worth that much money. And as you can see, I use it quite conservatively, but these things should be used. So don't just hold on to things. Do you know what I mean? Because they do go off. So I'm excited to use this again. Stunning. I feel really sad that I bent this really great paintbrush, also featured in that video that I was just talking about. Yeah, I just put the wrong cap on it and it's bent it, and I've tried so many things to straighten it. If anyone has any ideas of how to straighten it, let me know. It does make painting with it slightly more challenging, unfortunately. But I really like how it performs. It's difficult with a bent paintbrush, that's for sure. Okay, so now I think I can move on to the pencil. So I'm going to try and match the colours as best I can to this one I did a couple of years ago. So let's do that next. By the way, I looked it up, and actually the orange poppies are called California poppies and the yellow poppies are called yellow horned poppy or yellow horn poppy instead. I thought the yellow ones were California poppies because I took my GCSE students on a trip to a flower garden. We were all wondering what the yellow ones were called because they were not labelled. And an avid gardening enthusiast passerby told us that they were California poppies. And that's when we learned something new as a class, but I guess they were wrong about the specifics. I kind of want to use the green that I used yesterday, but I know that's darker than that. So I'm not sure if that will kill the vibe or not. Let's see, where's my piece from yesterday? Yeah, it is darker than that. And I don't know what blue I used either, so... But it's a scratchy blue, so it can't be a Prismacolor. I definitely didn't have luminance back then. That's also darker. Is it this? No, possibly that. This is quite scratchy, this Derwent Light Blue 3300. It's a Derwent... Which one is this? Artists. This could be... Yeah, but this is too thick. We could do a lighter green. That's definitely lighter than the one I used. Perhaps it's... Oh, it's probably like my favourite green. I think it's this. I reckon it's that. That looks smooth as well, which... Yeah, okay. So let's... And then for the blue, am I saying I'm going to use this one? I guess so. It's quite scratchy and textury, so let's go with those. We're doing the stalks first. Is this dry? Yes, okay. This one seems to be curved, like so. Okay, that part's done. this one's done. I'm going to remove the tape. Done and dusted. Hi guys, I decided to talk to you because I have had no thoughts about day 6, which is tomorrow for me, which is, I don't know, let's check. What is day 6 from? Ring. Oh, I have been looking up ring. I guess I'm gonna draw a ring, like an actual ring. I don't really know, because you could do ring like phone, or it could be ring like a ring. Those are the 3 ideas I had. I did look this up and I didn't sketch anything because I couldn't land on something. So I was thinking ring like a ring road, like a roundabout that we have here in the UK, roundabouts. Or I was thinking a ring like a jewelry ring, or an old phone ringing, like ring. I just don't really, I've got paint all over my arms. I don't know if I feel called to any of these. I'm going to look at some pictures and see if I feel inspired. Ring. Do I feel called to any of these? Not really. Okay, I think I've had an idea. Let me go and get something. We got married last year, but we got engaged the year before. And I'm a photographer, so I did our engagement shoot for us. And these are very low quality prints, just from the print, like a home printer, on just normal paper. But it gives you the idea. I was thinking maybe I could do that one, because at least it's personal and I'm really struggling to come up with ideas. So I'm gonna do that, I guess. Cool, we figured it out. I think I'm just gonna do the hands, and I'm not gonna do any extra things like the clothing. So now I'm gonna wash over this, a light wash, and then I'll paint in the details and see how that goes. Yeah, it's very hard to draw because of the foreshortening. We're done, guys. I actually like hands, so this was fun for me to draw. Yeah, I think that's it. Here we go. Day 6 complete. And here's how we're looking at the end of day 5, Sunday the 5th of October. Everything looks amazing. Oh, these are in the wrong order. That's day 5. That's day 6. I'm loving how they're looking together. They look so cute.
Meet me where you met me before, running from the sands to the shore, falling in the battlefield of time, waking at the end of the day, looking.
Okay, I think I'm done, so let's take off the tape. I think we can all agree that this tape performed the best.
Do you hear what I say? No one cared for her, she said goodbye. Do you know how to play? Will you take me today? I've gone away, you're going away. Hold me where you left me before, moving from the shell to the core, floating in the everlasting time. Do you know how to play? Will you take me today? I've gone away, you're going away. Do you know what to do? Should I give it to you? Nobody knew, nobody is you. Play, will you take me today? I've gone away, you're going away. Do you know what to do? Should I give it to you? Nobody knew, nobody is you. Nobody knew, nobody is you.
So on this day, I resorted to using my Faber-Castell water-activated pencils because I could only work from the bed. So I actually sketched my design out while I was waiting in urgent care, and then when I got home, I had to follow the orders and ice my foot. So I filled out the image with Faber-Castell pencils, and then I activated it with water to give it more of a painterly effect. And I was limited to the few colours that I have in that set. And for day 10, my student Victoria actually sent me over one of her lovely photos. So thank you to Victoria.
Coffee in my hand. Morning starts so slowly in our sleepy land. Raindrops keep on dancing, rhythm soft and slow. Warmth inside this cafe where dreams come and go. Coffee on a rainy day, bringing light to cloudy gray. Sip away the blues and stay. Coffee on a rainy day. Faces passing by me, strangers on their way. In my little corner, hope they find their day. Steam that curls and whispers, a comforting embrace. Lost in thoughts of wonder in this cozy space. Moments that are fleeting in this gentle rain. Every drop a story, peace in mundane. An embrace. Lost in thoughts of moments that are fleeting in this gentle rain. Every drop a story, peace in mundane.
I did all of this over Zoom talking to a friend, which was a great time, but it just meant that my camera died, unfortunately. But I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And this is what they all look like together. 12 days completed. I really love how they all look in a group. It looks like I've done a lot of work, which I have. Guys, you made it to the end of the video. You are the real ones. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was fun, chaotic, entertaining, informative, and yeah, it's been interesting to look at all of those pictures and see how much I created. I think I'm most proud of the fact that despite all of the challenges I've had over this week, I haven't given up. There hasn't been a single day that I've missed posting. So I think that's because I, from the very beginning, put very, very, very low expectations on myself. My only real requirement is to complete the challenge. So I'm going to make whatever I can every single day and post it. So it doesn't mean that I have to make a masterpiece every single day. And this way, I'm not so overwhelmed. Of course, it's still challenging, but I'm not so overwhelmed. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite piece of art was, because mine the thing is, not a lot of people are going to agree with me, but I really like the dog, and I don't know, I think it came out in my style. I know it's not cute, like lots of people did cute dogs for that prompt, but a dog is barking. So when they're barking, you know, it's a very active pose, and it is Halloween. So I kind of did a scary dog barking painting, and yeah, I just like it. I also like the caterpillar. I know lots of people are going to say that one. So let me know what your favourite was. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you're doing really, really well. I hope you stay well. Don't forget to subscribe. There won't actually be a video next Monday for the first time in many months. And this is because I'm away and I'm not a robot. So I will see you again the following week in 2 weeks. So just to save you from having to remember that, you can go ahead and hit the bell notification button, and that way YouTube will remind you when my next video will be. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you stay well, stay creative, keep having fun, keep finding joy, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks, friends. Bye. Why isn't it? How did I get this to work last time? Photo booth connecting to iPhone. It should wait to okay. Any of that? Don't tell me I didn't film any of that. And I filmed everything, and for some reason it stops filming. So let's try again one more time. Please, Lord, let it work.